some of the first-year eligible players for next year include Vince Carter, Joakim Noah, Tyson Chandler, Jamal Crawford. Other players from the modern era who some feel like have the best chance of making it include Chauncey Billups, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, Sean Kemp. Got to throw a shout out to my dad, Marcus Johnson, too. We're going to get your ass in there, big fella.
Woo, woo.
Hell or high water, we use the Gills Arena as a platform to really elevate.
Let's go.
But who's a player that you guys feel like deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, what is the criteria for Hall of Fame?
So that's the fucked up part about it. So, but I will say this.
You said Joakim Noah.
But a couple defensive player of the year.
What I'm saying is name it's not NBA. It's not an NBA Hall of Fame.
No,
it's
so
a basketball Hall of Fame.
Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. It's not just solely based on your NBA career. You could take a guy like Manu Ginobili, right? Won EuroLeague championships, Italian League MVPs and championships. That factors in as well. They take your high school, college, and professional career and use that as a barometer to kind of. But there's no real criteria. That's the whole thing. Some guys got in it because they were on championship teams, right? And maybe their stats weren't the best, but they're winners, right, in people's eyes. Other, strictly stats to get in. So there's not a real, because you take somebody like Jamal Crawford, multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards, maybe not on the surface like, oh, this dude's a guaranteed Hall of Famer, but even somebody like Robert Horry, which we've talked about, he got 7 chips.
Cap.
7 chips, Gil.
Ooh. Listen,
Clutch.
Hall of Fame is like it's like a gang, right?
Yeah.
It's like the top of the top, the cream of the top, what we all aspire to get to. It is the door, that green door in the sky,
like
right?
The green jacket in the Masters.
Right, it's the green jacket in the Masters. Your fucking team success shouldn't have nothing to do with that door.
100%.
You got 5 championships. Congratulations to you. That is amazing. You can sit there at your house when you're talking to, doing interviews 30, 20 years from now, you got your 5 rings on. But if you can't be in that door where there's a Michael Jordan, a Larry Bird, that you can't be in there with no fucking mediocre stats. Like this is I don't know what the fuck that some of these people shouldn't even be in it. I'm sorry, because of the names that's in there. You're supposed to be an apex. Hall of Fame should be the #1 option or a great ass number 2. You're talking about you 4th, 5th, and shit, get longevity. Get the fuck out of here with that. You're supposed to be apex.
So you saying as a monster, you were considered a monster. You should be.
Not considered, you are
a monster. So is it more stats-based monsters or skill-based monsters?
Your skill is what makes you a monster, but if you don't have enough years to
get the stats.
To get the stats. But your team success shouldn't have nothing to do with this.
So you would
right? So it's like somebody like Robert Horry. Come on.
Big shots.
So you would be considered.
Nah, I don't have enough years.
But that's what you just said.
But as I said, you got at least it has to be like at least 6 or 7 years before you can.
But should you be, and this is the same thing that happened with my pops, right? Should you be punished for having injuries shorten your career? Because in a hypothetical world, let's say you didn't have those injuries, your peak would have been a lot longer.
We don't know that.
So
we can look at James Harden, right?
Yep.
And we can see in his peak that big drop because he adjusted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So we can say, 32, he gonna average 32. We can do that, but you can see it with the 22, 21. So you can't really.
But those
weren't injuries.
I know. So if he got injured there, or his game stopped, you would have added all these extra years. And so you have to be able, like anything, there has to be a benchmark of games you play before you can even access. Like, that's what makes the green jacket, right? Like, all of it counts. So when you're talking about guys that are in the Hall of Fame that are hiding behind team success and they don't have the individual stats to stand alone. You have to be able to stand on your own. We should be able to do this. Take all the names off of the stats, right? Take all the rings off, and you, by yourself, should be able to stand proudly
And everybody know that you deserve
Like you can be able to stand probably in versus, I averaged 12 and 8. You're a 2-time All-Star in the Hall of Fame? The fuck?
So let me.
You're not even an all NBA player in the Hall of Fame? Like the best place on earth? How?
So a Stephon Marbury makes a case 20 and 8.
He should be able.
20 and 8.
I
10 years at least.
Yeah, it's like Marbury should.
So let me.
As an individual player?
Individual.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
So,
yes.
But basketball is a team game, so let me throw a name out. A guy, Draymond Green. I feel like Draymond Green will make the Hall of Fame based like what he's been able to do to contribute to the Warriors' success as a dynasty. But using your
Like, my logic, okay, so my logic for my Hall of Fame, he wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
100%. Because he wouldn't be able to stand on it.
He wouldn't be able to stand on his own if you take his rings away. That's how I judge. If I take your rings away, take your name off yours, and when we push everybody up there, what does it look like?
And who you standing against? Who you standing next to? Like, you got to put him next to Sean Kemp.
No, you got to put him next to LeBron James.
Yeah,
like when that's what I'm saying. When we open up the Hall of Fame, you got to just Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, real talk.
There's Will Chamberlain stats in there, and Michael Jordan, John Stockton. Those stats are in there.
Yeah, that's not.
And some of these raggedy ass stats coming in and talking about I got 7. Fuck your 7 rings. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit if you was the 6th man and the 4th man and 5th. You wasn't the number 1 man.
Right.
You wasn't the number 1.
You were impact.
That is there should be 2 different Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Right? The runner-ups. Right? Like the
Honorable
the extras.
mention. Honorable mention.
Not the honorable mention. It should be like the green jackets, then there's motherfucking gold.
Real shit.
There's the gold selection.
Yes.
And then there's the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Like Dwyane Wade, gold.
Yeah,
Paul Gasol, selection.
that's fair.
For
That's
sure.
fair. Because
100%,
Like there's
bro.
like to be honest, there was what? 1 gold
Tony Parker would be.
What about Dirk?
Yeah.
Selection.
Yeah.
Dirk, 2
Select.
golds.
Gold.
So you got 2 golds, 2 selects.
Pop with
Gold.
Gold.
and Becky Hammond, I would probably put in that.
Over here with them.
Let me see. Yeah, we gotta.
Well, no, Becky might be gold.
She could be gold.
Did she do a lot with the WNBA, like as far as points and being a monster?
Like she in there with Lisa Leslie. I mean, that's
Sue
what I'm
Bird
saying.
and them.
6-time All-Star, 2-time, 3-time All WNBA. She, at one point,
MVPs, no MVPs.
50th anniversary team, 20th anniversary team, 25th anniversary team.
Over there.
Spanish League champion,
Slack.
Yep.
gold medalist.
Slack.
Lisa is gold.
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 Candace, gold.
Gold.
Cheryl Swoops, gold.
Gold. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a gold standard. Like, there shouldn't be this. There's a gold standard, and then there's regular.
Yep.
No, that's fair. I mean,
Just like any club, there's a club, and then there's a VIP. And I'm telling you right now, if you pay to get in VIP, you're not VIP.
But then there's
VIP is the people that just walks the fuck in.
they get the free bottle.
There's the backside too when you go through the back.
That's the
Like the
extra
niggas that go. That's the
super
VIP.
That's the VIP.
VIP.
You
I
paying
learned
an
about
extra-
that in
you paying an
Miami
extra
during the Super
$40
Bowl.
to get in there. You're not VIP.
That ain't VIP.
That ain't VIP.
Just to get the band. I got the band.
That
And
ain't
Bro, Miami Super Bowl like 2007 at the Spot Mansion, but to your point, there was the entry level, there was the VIP, then behind the stage was a super
Stop
VIP.
it.
Me and my buddy Marcus finagled. We didn't pay, but we didn't get in there officially.
Hey.
Waited for some fights to happen, and then rolled back like, oh shit, this is a whole nother
It's a whole different area.
Like right now, I'm VIP depending on what time I get there.
Real shit. Real shit.
I walk in, like if I walk in around 1, I'm probably not gonna get in there. I walk in there like 11?
Oh, I'm definitely in there.
I'm the first superstar. What's happening?
I got my own little section over
Hey,
here.
come on up in here, GA, this Lil Wayne section, but if he come, you're gonna have to get the fuck up. Like, I don't know,
Hey.
boss.
When people
okay,
tell
it's
y'all
okay.
to get there early, this is what you can show up early and be VIP, but eventually, and there's still that doubt if the real niggas will show up.
You're hilarious.
So you are in.
Get my
But then if they show up, you gotta fucking.
get my bottles early.
Girl, you better drink. Girl, you better drink right now. We ain't gonna be here too long.
What's up, everybody? As you know, Gil's Arena is presented by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest and best way to play fantasy sports. You can pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy projections, and you have the opportunity to win up to 20 times your money in a single night. We're doing the 5 ways, the 4 ways, the 3 ways. You know, you can do them two ways too, but the brewer bread is at the 5-way. Who you rolling with right now? Oh, you got
Oh, yeah, I just picked the 5-way.
that WNBA.
WNBA, all 5, let's rock it.
Let's get this
Yes,
bread.
sir.
Now, Underdog is available in 30 states and Canada, except Ontario. Get your minds right. Get on with the Underdog Fantasy crew. And if you want to get down, use promo code GIL and Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. You put 100 in, they give you 100 right off the top. You start with 200, really get them pick'ems going. Everybody out there, make your next move your best move. Download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code GIL, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. You can't beat that. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Keep watching, keep supporting the movement.
I'll do it again. Use promo code GIL.
Sound like a good promo code to me.
Agent Zero. Change the game. Put that respect on his name. Look, with the honor call for greatness, the chosen of few that carry the gift of genius, who do what they do,